Hello everybody, my name is Dory and me and Michelle are here to do a video, and I don't know what the topic is, but
topic is basically it's a morning breakfast kind of thing, just having some coffee and
that's in my
talking
breakfast
to people,
chips.
pretty much anything. There's no particular format today. Of course, we are going to talk about a variety of things, including, of course, the Dory has got a new iPhone, and of course today I'd like to ask you some questions of what you think about that. First of all, why don't you describe very simply the people what your iPhone is and what you think of it so far?
It's different. I never had. They're different.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hi.
And
Was Jimmy here for them, or did you see him?
Yeah, we're doing a video here.
is Jimmy here?
I don't know. I didn't see him in
Oh,
the
you
front.
didn't come yet? What are you guys up to?
Making a video?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it doing it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
And it's all new to me because I'm not used to having an iPhone.
You had a 4S before.
Yeah, I had a 4S before, but this is different kind of phone. And
It's the same manufacturer. It's a newer model than my 4S.
a friend gave it to me, and because I had two of them. One fell and one got ran over by a bus, and one fell in the water. So I have not had good luck with phones in the last.
Actually,
3 weeks.
wasn't it the same phone that got hit by a bus and got crushed by?
No, the other one that I bought and it got ran over by a bus.
Okay.
So
And of course, today is humid. It's going to be very, very hot today, and we wanted to get this in the morning because of the fact is instead of sitting in that studio and basically sweating our ass off, we decided to set up out here instead to allow us to enjoy some fresh air and not feel like we're sitting in a sauna. So, yeah, I kind of agree with that.
drinking this coffee too, I feel like I'm sitting in a sauna.
Jimmy has no problem with you being on the porch.
I didn't say anything about Jimmy.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I said sitting here drinking this coffee, I feel like a sauna.
Yeah. The reason why we're drinking hot coffees is twofold. Number one, I need the cups. And number two is I used to drink hot coffee anyway. So we have an in-studio audience member today, or on the porch audience member. She's kind of off camera. She's just watching us on how we do videos. And I tried to adjust the volume on the preamp so it wouldn't be too loud, but not too soft, because originally we wanted to have her in the video, and she kind of changed her mind. So, okay, so that's the iPhone, the experience that you had so far. What is, now, which model is it? That's the 6, right?
I think so, yeah.
Because I don't think it's the iPhone 5, because that's got the fingerprint sensor on it. Oh, you don't even have to take it out of the case to find out, Dory.
It's an iPhone 6.
iPhone 6. That's the smaller one. That's not the 6 Plus. That would be about the size of the LG you had. Would be the 6 Plus. One of the things that Dory pointed out to me, she says is, I don't think the sound on this thing is really loud. And the truth is the sound wasn't. So what we did was, we preset it as you would for a person that's hard of hearing, so you use the speakerphone by default.
But I don't want it. I don't like the speakerphone because people can hear what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but they can hear you. Why don't you let them hear the other side of the conversation? Besides, if you can hear it better, that's the key piece. You know, you need to be able to hear your callers, and so, and that's the truth. Yeah, I think that's a great point. Is just that. I'm going to just quickly show the audience really quickly. I'm going to quickly do a piano. Oh, actually, I don't have to. I'll just describe. We got this porch set up right now. So we have a TV out here, so we can plug our iPhone in and watch Hulu and Netflix. We have this table where we can have coffees or even breakfast. Of course, I got my laundry, or what's left of it, hanging on the line over here. I gotta get some more laundry soap because I gotta wash more stuff. I got not my clothes to wash. And you're gonna wash those sheets that you brought because they're grubby.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Just remind me to take them home with me. Now don't.
I'll put them in a bag.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's talk about what you want. You went the last 2 weeks, you went camping with your daughter,
Well,
and
yeah, I've been really busy the last 2 weeks. That's why you guys haven't seen me making videos with Michelle. I went camping with a bunch of friends. Actually, 2 friends. They're leaving. They're moving to Alaska, and we're trying to do a lot of.
which part of Alaska?
Oh God, you had to ask me.
Do me a favor, don't
Fairbanks.
pound the table too hard because that goes right to the microphone.
Fairbanks.
Put your hands on
These are
that.
these are hers. I'll get them to her. But,
That way you can slap that out with muffle the sound of your hand.
we went to she's going to Fairbanks, Alaska, and the end of August, well, the beginning of August, end of July, and so we're trying to do a lot of things together. We went to camping at Cozy Hill in Litchfield. It was beautiful. It was so nice. It rained a couple of times, but
Yeah.
that's camping.
Now, does she have her passport so she can go on the All Canadian?
Yeah, she has her passport because well, she's flying, so she don't need a passport, but her brother has to get a passport, and because he's driving all the stuff over, and so then we went we did the camping, and then right after that we wanted to go to the Cape, so we rented a car and we went to Dennisport, Cape Cod. That was beautiful. Oh my God, we didn't want to come home, and so we came home. Was it Saturday night or Friday night? Friday night. No, Thursday night, because we got home really, really late.
You know,
I'm
one of
just
the things,
catching up
though,
on my sleep.
One of the things I know about Alaska, especially Fairbanks, is it's very expensive in the interior of Alaska, and electricity is optional out there.
Yep. You don't have to have electricity if you don't want to.
Right, you don't have to, but obviously you're going to want to keep warm somehow. So people usually heat with wood or the heat with oil or propane.
But they say, I've seen pictures of Alaska, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's all flat land in the wintertime. It's gorgeous. I mean, it is so pretty. But like, you have 6 months of darkness.
That's more.
And wait, let me finish. You have 6 months of darkness and 6 months of light. I could do the 6 months of light because I love light. I mean, I like, but I don't know if I can just, because that would make me, I have depression, so I think that would make me even more depressed.
Actually, in Fairbanks, it's not quite 6 and 6. It gets more so when you get towards Dead Horse. Up there is where you see the 6 and 6.
And I also was told that one time in Alaska, Fairbanks, it snowed August 31st.
Mm-hmm. And they can get cold temperatures down to minus 60 degrees below zero.
Yeah, and
60 below?
yeah. Yep. And and I've seen pictures and it's beautiful, but they want me to go out there to see if I like it. And I have an opportunity to go to South Carolina also, or go to Massachusetts and see if my daughter wants to go down there and look for apartments down there.
Given the fact that you don't like it cold, I don't think going to Alaska will be fair.
No,
South Carolina, I was supposed to move there a long time ago, and my kids which one? Where's Charleston? North or south?
South.
Okay, south.
But I mean, and if you ever want to, I mean, Cape Cod to me is a very special place
Yeah.
because my mother, God rest her soul, she's been gone for 14 years this year, May 18th of this year, and it's because she loved Cape Cod, and that was her very special place. And when she had passed away, before she passed away, she had a she always said if anything ever happened to me, wait a year, spread my ashes over Cape Cod Bay. So that's what we did. We spread her ashes over Cape Cod Bay. So that's why Cape Cod's a very special place for me. And I drove by the place and I drove into the place where we spread our ashes, and the boat that took us in there was just leaving. And it was really cool to watch the boat leaving. And I'm not very, and I'm not,
by the way, most people don't realize that Irish
wait,
Mike.
Let me finish.
Right.
So when we were, 13 years ago, me, my father, my sister, and my daughters, we spread our ashes on the Cape Cod Bay in the ocean. And I don't know if me and my youngest daughter are the only ones that saw it. And it was like an angel came up out of the water and waved to us and blew a kiss. So right then and there, I knew that my mother was happy to be in her special place that she loved. I mean, we went to Dennisport, we went to Hyannis, we went to South Yarmouth. I've been every place over on the Cape. The only place I do not like on the Cape is Toro. Toro is a small little town. There's nothing to do in it, but it's a really, really, really special place for me. And just to go there with these people and just to say goodbye with them and have fun with them was really nice.
Have you ever met Irish Mike over there in Cape Cod?
I also been to Martha's Vineyard over in Cape Cod.
Mm-hmm.
I saw with my parents, we saw where Jaws was made, the very first Jaws, and all it is a huge machine, and it's like a toy, and they make it look so real, and all it is a toy, and the mouth just opens up and sucks you in. And it's really cool. It's fun. I love Cape Cod. I want to move out there.
You should then.
Yep.
Well, as I said, this is one of the few programs, like I said, we've done outside, and it's one of the few times we've actually had a studio guest that wants to interact, but she's afraid of being on camera. She's camera shy. Unfortunately,
I was too.
I don't have two microphones, so if my YouTube audience has a hard time hearing her, I am very sorry about that. I can't help that. That's
Michelle, let me ask you a question. If I can get a car, okay, would you go to Cape Cod with me and see how it is, or would you like to go someplace and just visit for a couple of days?
someone has to take care of the cats, obviously.
Well, we can get somebody to take. We'll take the cats with us.
No, Fame probably would be okay, but Rusty, he's a boy cat.
I bet if you asked Linda Perry downstairs, she would keep an eye on your cats. If you asked Nikki, she would keep an eye on
Nikki would. She
yeah.
did say she would do it.
Yeah. So, I really want to take...
Assuming she doesn't get herself into trouble again.
No, she won't. I really, really want to take Michelle on a trip. Because Michelle don't go anywhere. Michelle sits here and does these videos. But I did get her to go to primetime, but she doesn't like it. She said she doesn't fit in.
Yeah, it is real bad staying home because I always had a car and then I was like a prisoner in my own apartment half the time. It's not good. No.
So Michelle does get out now. But, I think I want to take Michelle to a special place and have Michelle see what it is to be in a different...
I know Michelle said she wanted to go to Caribou, Maine, so,
We can go to... I'll take you anywhere you want to go, except for places that I have to drive a long way. Massachusetts is only 250 miles away, so that ain't too bad.
Well, we could always go to Elmira.
Did you ever go to the outlets?
The what?
The outlets in Lane?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
I haven't been there in a while. It only takes about 45 minutes, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't have a car right now, but...
Me neither. You just go up this way.
Yeah.
This way
And I'm thinking about renting a car or buying a car, so if I do, I'm gonna...
Next question. You saw that prophecy about Donald Trump from 2011.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we gotta bring that up only. It kind of relates to spirituality. Michelle
had me watch, now I'm very against Donald Trump. let me rephrase
I
that.
don't care for him either.
Well, I'm going to explain something, okay? I think he is a self-centered pig, but Michelle last night had me watch a video of him, and it's about, if I can, Michelle, correct me if I'm wrong, but let me finish. Let me finish what I have to say, because sometimes you interrupt me. In 2011, right, this man, out of nowhere, said that Donald Trump was going to be our president in 2016. Out of nowhere.
He was given a prophecy.
He was given, Michelle, he was given a image. He said an image by God that Donald Trump was going to be our president. Okay? I am not fond of Donald Trump, but the man is very, 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 very smart. And I was listening to a video that Michelle had made me watch. He has a lot of ideas about what he wants to do. He wants to bring back jobs, and he wants to bring back all this. But they all say that. They all say that. Okay, let me finish. And he said that he is for the people that are low income. Okay? He feels that the people that have no money right now are low income people, and they need help. And he wants to make sure that they don't have to pay for the copay, right? Is that what he said? With the
He wants to redo Obamacare.
Right. He wants to do away with Obamacare.
And get rid of Common Core.
And get rid of, yes. But they all say that. Okay? Now, I also have been listening to Hillary Clinton, and Michelle brought to my, because I was going towards Hillary. I was going towards Hillary. And Michelle, and I was hearing Donald Trump talk about Michelle being,
I love that Donald Trump talked about me.
Talking about Hillary Clinton keeping emails, taking emails.
She was what?
She was keeping emails and keeping them in her cellar, a secret. She should be in jail because she was taking these.
She was running her own illegal email server, actually.
Yes. So.
And she deleted over 50,000 of them.
Yes. So, like I said, I wasn't not going to go towards Trump, and Michelle may help me think a little bit more going towards Trump. I am not totally agreeing with Trump. I still think he's a male chauvinist pig, but
I think he is. I think the male chauvinist is because he knew that.
All right, let me finish.
Go ahead.
But listening to him last night and listening to what he wants to do, and wants to try to help the USA, I hope he can. If he gets in, I hope he can. I hope that he can do it. But the only thing that really makes me angry, to get in, they'll talk shit. They will talk damn shit to get in. Now,
Donald Trump is sincere. He's not talking up his asshole.
Michelle, do you actually know that for a fact?
Yes, I know that for two reasons.
I haven't been paying attention.
Number one, anytime Donald Trump gets involved with something, he finishes what he gets involved with. Maybe the skating rink in Central Park, or building a project, or building a construction thing. He hires the people to get it done. He's able to work with contractors. He's able to negotiate, make deals.
Okay, I hope you're right. Okay, but
and obviously, if the Lord God is going to endorse the guy, you know that the Lord God doesn't endorse people don't carry through. He endorsed Nebuchadnezzar. He endorsed Moses.
Okay, but like I said in the beginning, I don't like the man, but I'm willing to give him a chance. I'm just hoping that he does not talk shit up our asses, because I get like. I went towards Obama. I voted for the first time in my life. I voted for Obama both times, and I wasn't going to vote this year because of that. But I just hope he's not blowing smoke up our ass, because he seems very, very sincere. Yes, he wants our country to be better. He wants more things. He wants more jobs. He wants to do this. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. But I just hope he's sincere.
Well, first of all, let's understand one thing about Donald Trump. He does not get any money coming in for lobbyists or super PACs.
I agree with that. I agree.
I would think she has it. I always liked Clinton. I
But
thought he did a lot of stuff, and I don't know, I just liked him, and I figured Hillary has a lot more experience, because she went through all those years with Bill.
With Bill, yeah, and that's why I was going towards her, but now hearing that she's buzzing and making legal, what is it called? Legal what?
Well, let's just go with this. Big legal fiasco.
Yeah, big legal problems. She, like Michelle said, she got rid of all those papers that were going to help us, and she just threw them all away. So I think that's kind of wrong. So, I don't know, that kind of turned me off against Hillary.
And on top of that, she has been financing, as has apparently Bernie Sanders, the protesters and the rioters that have been attacking the Trump supporters.
Hillary, and who else?
Sanders.
Oh, I don't know anything about him.
I don't know. I really haven't really listened to Sanders, but I did listen to him the other day. He wants to take everything away from us. He wants to get rid of our Medicaid, our Medicare. He doesn't want us to have that. He wants disabled people to have absolutely nothing.
Kind of like Obama.
Yeah.
You don't get a raise in your check for 10 years.
Yeah. So that's why I've been listening. Because of Michelle. Michelle got me listening to Trump because, I've been arguing with Michelle for Trump for about 2 months. And she just listen to this and listen to this. And like I said, I still think he's a male chauvinist pig, but the man's got some smarts.
He's got smarts like me.
Yeah, Michelle, yeah.
I think when people can't get their medication, especially elderly people,
Yeah.
it's a pretty goddamn shame when prescriptions are $500. A prescription, somebody can't get their medication. Even military people who serve 30 years in the military cannot get their medication. There's a serious problem.
Yeah, I agree with you.
One of the things that Donald Trump wants to fix. He wants to give our veterans the care that they need. And if the VA won't do it, he wants them to be able to go to a regular doctor or to a hospital and get the care. And the U.S. government Veterans Administration should pay for it.
I agree with our guest. I agree with our guest. I agree with that. Because I know someone right now that got hurt. He was in Iraq. He got hurt. A grenade blew off in his ear, and he is permanently damaged in his ear. And they will not help him get medication.
Nope, I believe it. Poison our own men with Agent Orange, everything else. Send them into war without bullets.
But that's not fair. They served our country. They put their lives out for our country.
My son was going to go in the military. I said, no way, not in this
That's my daughter. She wants to go in the Air Force, and I can't stop her. I can't stop her, because that would be like me saying, all right, Dory, you can't go into the Army. But I'm 50 years old. I'm not going to the Army right now. But I'm just saying, and my youngest daughter is very, 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 very smart. And my oldest daughter is too. But Amber wants a lot of things. Amber wants this, and that. But her main goal is to go into the Air Force. She's 23 years old. She can if she wants to. She has a beautiful little girl. I told her, if you want to go, go. I will take care of Ange. But in the back of my head, how do I know she's not going to come out with one leg? or one arm. But they serve our country and they come back here and they get absolutely shit, and it's sad.
And the PTSD outbreaks among the troops is
my
extreme.
girlfriend's father has that, and sometimes he'll be talking to you and he'll just like hang on and he'll duck.
I know, it's terrible.
It's like they hear bullets and gunshots in their head all the time, and they can't get help with their medications. That's effed up. That is messed up. Sorry, I get so heated, Michelle, when we talk about
don't worry about it. It's only going on public access TV anyway. See, we're going to be sharing this video on 2 different places. One is going to be Welcome to My World, and part of it's going to have to be edited down for brevity for that. And then, of course, this is going on my main channel, which is going to be in its entirety.
Like, Michelle, for instance, all right? And I know, Louie, maybe you can agree with this with me. Michelle struggles so hard because Michelle is legally blind.
And she's got a cataract in her right eye.
She has cataract in her right eye. For Michelle to read anything, this is kind of disgusting now, but for Michelle to read anything, Michelle has to go like this, to read anything she reads, okay? But I know I said this in my other videos, I've seen this woman take a telephone apart, a telephone completely apart, and put it back together.
You've also seen me take a studio mixer apart.
I seen her take a computer apart, put it back together, legally blind, okay? But now they won't help her.
Nope.
Get her back on HUD. They won't help her with a security deposit to get her out of this apartment.
And they don't help by providing any transportation to find apartments. Never mind moving into one.
But
I know, and they'll even send you home from the hospital, sick as could be, and make you pay for a taxi and drop you off anywhere.
Yep.
I mean, I could probably get a ride to Uber. The problem is it's just as expensive as Torrington Gap. I priced it. But like I said,
You go to Prime Time?
is you can't,
Yeah, I go to Pine
if you cannot drive a car in Connecticut and you're in Litchfield County, your life becomes a very different environment than if you have a license. If you are unfortunately one of those people who have been broken to walk in because you lost your driver's license, you would understand a little more. But the truth of the matter is that because of the fact is there's also stigma attached to being legally blind. They think that you're all blind. There's different degrees to legal blindness. Obviously, a totally blind person, I do know there's one that's a sportscaster. I do know that there are several musicians. And I know at least one that totally blind now, and he builds computers from parts by touch only. And I'm kind of in his league, except I have some functional distance vision. And I'm doing videos on YouTube. I do over 20 videos a week. I cover the news. My eyes at the end of a 12-hour shift day they are tired. I can tell you. Reading news articles on my iPhone every morning, starting from the minute I wake up to the minute I crash at night. I am reading the news wires. I am doing the commentary. I am putting news stories together. And people say to me well, why don't you just collect your welfare check, sit down, shut up, and don't complain? Well, the point is, it's just like it is with veterans. Social Security disability is not worth it for long-term survival. If you want long-term survival, you need jobs. And this is what Donald Trump wants to fix.
Yeah,
he wants people to be able to get a job.
But Michelle, in your case, I don't want to be saying that you can't work. But your case, Michelle,
it might be more difficult, but
Well, the thing is, you can only work so many hours, and once you lose your medical insurance, you're screwed.
yeah, but you know what? I'm already on a spend down for medical coverage. I gotta pay. I have a $2,500 deductible.
I don't even know anything about the
That means I can't get my eyes fixed, I can't get my teeth fixed, I can't get nothing fixed. Because I'd have to come up with $2,500 cash to do all that. And I'm paying a $700 a month right now.
So what you're telling me, Donald Trump wants to cut all that shit out.
No. He wants people to have the programs that need them. But he also wants you to have the privilege of working if you want a job. You want to work, if there's an American job, you should have the right to have it.
But is our benefits going to get cut?
Yes.
He doesn't plan to cut anybody.
He plans to cut anybody, but he's going to say that to get his ass in
But
there.
you got to remember, he's also got to deal with Congress and the Senate. Okay, don't forget that. He has to go through Congress and the Senate. Now, Mitch McConnell's already endorsed him on the Senate, and Paul Ryan from the Congress has already endorsed him. He's already a majority of Republican-controlled Senate and House. So which means more than likely, I would say, he's got a good chance of getting his plans in action.
Did he get California?
That's not until the 7th. Oh, please remember, Californians, please vote on June 7th is your primary. So get down to your polls on June 7th and vote. The same thing for Oregon. Get down to the polls if you haven't already done so. Because Oregon's kind of funny.
Have they been to Connecticut yet? Have they been to Connecticut yet?
Yes, he did. He took the state.
Really?
All the states of, ready for this? Connecticut, Rhode Island, Delaware, Maryland, and I think there was one other state. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He took every single county in every single state for Republican primaries. Every single county in every single state.
All right, Michelle. All right, I know, but I still think he need. Okay, if he gets him to be president, he has to learn that women ain't trash. Women are not slavery. They don't know. They're equal people.
He's got a huge support of women following him.
Yeah, but when he said about
he's
women,
got a huge support of the Latino and Latinas following him. He's got a huge following of legal immigrants following him that came to this country through legal means. It's a huge groundswell. You may not think he'd have it, but he has. Hillary Clinton is losing all of those people.
I know, I've been seeing that. I've been watching it on TV.
She's losing everything. She does not have the support of anybody.
My knees from walking, I'm telling you.
They hurt.
Oh, you don't even know.
So, I mean, I think the point I'm trying to say is very simple. Is what maybe he had said in the primaries earlier. You know, it took him a while to kind of realize that he needed to temper himself a little bit. But like he said, I'm not going to change my tone because we need toughness. We need to have somebody who's willing to be tough.
Well, like I said, he doesn't have. He does not have my 100% yet. He maybe has 20.
God, look at it.
He's got my 100% already. He already had it. Me and Ed already have supported, already endorsed him. We already know who he is. We know what he does. And we know he's got a good heart on him.
I'm not saying he does not have. I'm
No,
sorry,
let's
Michelle.
talk about
Let me
hypotheticals.
finish. He does not have my 100% yet. He maybe has 20, 25. I'm sorry. But if he keeps doing what he's doing and he can make me believe that he is going to help this country and make me believe that he is not going to put stones up our ass or whatever you want to call it. If he can make me believe that he's going to help us and help the veterans and help the women, help people find jobs, not women, help people find jobs, then he will get my 100% right. But right now, that man does not have my trust.
Well, let me tell you one thing I will say. Hypothetically, and this is kind of just off the cuff, just something similar to understand. What would happen if, this is kind of more like fantasy football, what would happen if my landlord ever ran for office?
Jimmy?
Yeah.
I would never vote for Jimmy. Ever.
He's more like Bernie Sanders, actually. No, he's not. He's more like Clinton if you listen to him. But even he's not sure if he votes for Trump either, because he didn't realize that Trump was a businessman that seriously wants to change the world. I hear you, cat. It's my other cat. His name is Rusty. He's a big boy kitty. He's a full-grown male cat with all of his tools. Nothing clipped. He's got everything. See?
Okay, Lou.
Anyway, back to, so the point was, I was trying to get at was this. Look, let's come up on camera. Oh, Mr. Kitty. I haven't seen you in a while on TV. Anyway, so no, I think, because like he said to me, he said, I didn't even know any of that about Donald Trump. He says, he's a businessman? I didn't know that. He seriously took $1 million loan from his dad, Fred Trump, and by investing it into Manhattan, and now has a $10 billion in business. That's a heck of a change from the 70s to now, and he's still doing great. Well, my landlord is also trying to kind of do the Donald Trump on installment plan. In other sense, he's trying to do the same thing, trying to buy businesses cheap, trying to fix them up, and trying to make a steady income. And he's starting to do it. And he thought about supporting Clinton. I said, why would you want to support Clinton when he's not even in the same ideology as you?
Like I said, Donald Trump does not have my 100%. But if he can keep talking and Michelle can keep trying to convince me, right now it's
well, now you need, and this applies to all my guests.
Restaurant, the New Hartford one?
What?
Did you ever go to the new restaurant in New Hartford, your landlord's daughter and her husband's?
No.
Well, I'm going to say it applies to all my guests. You guys can research this. You guys have the ability. The internet has made it possible for you to find out anything you want about anybody. So get your fingers to the walking on Google and find out the information on who you might choose for a presidential candidate. Get to know the platform. What are they doing? What are they not doing? If they're an existing politician, what has been their policies? Have they kept their promises? Are they sincere? These are
Donald Trump does. I just don't.
I think the problem is, Dory, overall, is a lot of people, like you said, have gotten misled by politicians many times over. Remember Obama's policy? Change you can believe in. Really?
I wish my mother was alive right now, because she would know. Because my mother was a politician. She knew her shit in politicians, let me tell you. My mother would know if Donald Trump was sincere.
One of the things about being having Asperger's is we can tell liars from sincere people. And I can tell you the way he walks, his mannerisms, indicates to me that he is the true deal. Hillary Clinton, to me, is as slick and oily as a used car salesman.
I don't really, yeah.
And if you ever listen to Barack Obama lately, he is so tongue-tied. He had sounded like Elmer Fudd in a speech because he didn't know how to react to what's going on. And he really realizes that the New World Order globalism policies that he tried to instill and he wants Hillary Clinton to continue with. Or Bernie Sanders. But here's the funny thing about the Democrats. They don't want Bernie Sanders to win.
What does Bernie Sanders want to do? What does he want to do?
He's a communist.
He's a communist?
Yeah.
What's that?
Think of the Iron Curtain. Think of Russia, old school. Think of Cuba, old school. Think of collective ownership, or the state owns everything, businesses, industry. Where you, of course, the great thing about the Communist Manifesto, most people don't realize this, there is, in the Communist Manifesto, says, all people have the right to a job. Right. Hey, I like that answer. I like that.
I gotta agree with that. All people have a right to job. No matter who you are has a right to job. But
the right to not get sick too by eating food and drinks, buying at a store, toothpaste. That's it. I can't take it.
In communism, you're lucky if you got a choice of 2 toothpastes. Never mind 1.
But why? I don't know. I'm getting myself frustrated. I don't understand. I just don't want him blowing smoke up our asses. That's the only problem.
He's not going to do that. I know that. Donald Trump is not going to do that. He's the only candidate.
So I'm going to tell you something right now. If you make me go towards Donald Trump right now, like I said, he has 25% of my trust right now.
Well, you can always use your internet and find out more about him.
Let me finish. If I go towards Donald Trump, and he does not help this country, when I die, I'm going to haunt you.
Well, the thing is right now, I would say, here's another thing to consider. Right. Given that prophecy.
Listen, I have to explain this. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Given that prophecy, I'm going to say this really quickly. Watch over the Dory. There is no reason why the Lord God Yahweh would choose to endorse a presidential candidate that if he didn't think that he was the right man to save this country from ruin.
Oh my God, I know we're going to save this country, but what's going on now?
This country is one of the reasons why, unfortunately, you are homeless. This country is one of the reasons, because of the policies, that you can't even get a place to spend the night in a shelter.
Nope. And a battered woman has to wait with bruises all over her goddamn body to get in a goddamn woman's shelter.
And you know, the thing is the way I see it, is if Barack Obama was really truly the people's candidate, and when he got into office, like, even Donald Trump was hoodwinked too. He even said that. I seriously thought he was going to make a great unifier of this country. Instead, he did nothing but destroy this country by splitting it. Now, he didn't have to say that I was wrong, but he was willing to admit. He originally endorsed Barack Obama years ago, and he got screwed over too. And he says, now I am sorry that I even originally voted for the guy. He said, you know, the point is people is, even I make mistakes. And this guy, Barack Obama, is worse than a used car salesman. At least you have the lemon law. Well, if your car doesn't work that he promised you would work well, you could always return it to the dealership and get your money back. Whereas, what do you do when 8 years of your life is wasted on a presidential candidate who cannot do what he's got to do? That's a big difference. I mean, that's like, if I could go back in 2008, and I did say this in 2008, I said to several people, do not vote for Barack Obama. He's not what you expect. He's not telling you the truth. And he's not honest. And I was right. And I remember telling that to several people. So, anyway, guys, here's the deal. We're gonna wrap this up because we're running a little bit long, and we'd love to carry on this conversation. So, all of you, please do not be afraid to leave comments in the comment section below this video, and I will do my best to read them, or Dory will read them, or even if we see our in-studio guest again, I'm sure we'll let her read them too, what you got to say. And also, don't forget, California, that your primary is coming up on June 7th, 2016. Please go out there and vote for who you feel is the right one. And do not forget, also, on June 6th, 2016, on Carrier 11 with John Legier of T-Mobile. Yes, it will be at 1 p.m. Eastern. And you can find out more by going to www.t-mobile.com and look at the Uncarrier promotion. One of the things that he wants to do is to offer stock options for customers that who appreciate the work of T-Mobile. So yes, I don't know exactly how that's going to work. I've heard a few other things may be offered as well. This is different than Uncarrier 10, but we might also potentially be hearing about Binge Up, which is something that I suggested to T-Mobile for YouTube content creators to allow us to upload our videos on the T-Mobile network and not go against their data quota. It works with the Binge On for downloading, watching YouTube and Hulu and Netflix streams and music freedom without going against your data quota. And this is a great thing. It would be great for to see that happen. We'll have to see how that goes. But the most important thing is I want to thank everybody who watches these videos. And we've seen a lot of great changes in the last few years, and we're going to see more changes, and I'm going to continue to push the envelope, and I'm going to continue to reach out and to share with everybody all over the world. And we know, thanks to satellites, that these signals are going out into outer space, and maybe anybody in 200 years so in Alpha Centauri is watching these videos, or will be watching our video stream. I hope that you enjoy them, and unfortunately, Alpha Centaurians, by the time you try to respond to a video, more than likely will be long gone. But I still thank you all for watching these, and we'll talk soon. Oh, one more thing. Okay, what's that? Don't be afraid to research anything Michelle says. She's telling you the truth as she knows it. And sometimes Michelle makes mistakes. It's true, I do. Okay? So don't be afraid to use the internet to research and do your own deep searching in your heart of something. If it's, if it's truly important to you, you should research it anyway. Right. Okay, guys. I agree with Michelle and stuff, and it's been a long time, so we thank you very much for watching these videos. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye, guys.